Brandon Sanderson has said that the end of the Stormlight archive can be found in the first 2 books, Words of Radiance and The Way of Kings. And I think I've got it figured out. I've also got a Rapho card and a Capho card, okay? So trust me. Between the information in the prelude to The Way of Kings and the death rattles in both Way of Kings and Words of Radiance, I think we have enough information to determine how the entire series ends. The entire epic fantasy series is riddled with operatic and musical motifs. The series begins with a prelude, contains multiple interludes, and I would posit that it ends with a postlude. Now, that on its own could be a cheeky solution that Brandon has. He could be like, oh, well, it starts with a prelude, so obviously it's gonna end with a postlude. You already know the end of the series, at least structurally. So we're gonna put operatic motif on the board. But I think there's more to it than just that. I think the information in the death rattles within the context of the prelude could actually tell us the contents of the postlude. The death rattles found in the first 2 books are visions of the future given to the dying by the unmade Moloch. I believe that looking at the death rattles, specifically the ones that we know have not happened yet, can give us valuable information about how the entire series ends. The prelude to the Stormlight archive goes over the breaking, or rather the weakening, of the Oath Pact. 9 out of the 10 heralds abandoned the Oath Pact, leaving Taln, Bearer of Agonies, Doomslayer, absolute unit, to carry the Oath Pact all on his own, keeping the fused on Braves. Alright, Taln is on the board. Let's connect him to the Oath Pact real quick here. And for good measure, we're going to connect operatic motif to Oath Pact. And we also know from Rhythm of War that the Oath Pact can be reforged and restored, which is a little strange because it was never really fully broken in the first place, just abandoned. But regardless, we know that the Oath Pact can be rebuilt and strengthened. Now, follow me on this. In the far future of the Cosmere, a character sees a glowing divine being appear in front of them, and they think Kaladin Stormblessed. Now, why would they think Kaladin Stormblessed? It didn't seem like it was outside the realm of possibility, just a huge surprise, right? So, are we to believe that in the future Kaladin is still alive, even if it would be improbable to see him in the place that we saw him? We also know that the Lopen is still around because he was in the Scadrian ship, so I guess heralds can also have squires. The reason that we think Kaladin can be alive so far in the future is because he's part of the reforging of the Oath Pact. Now that sounds a little crazy and far-fetched and very speculative, but wait till I get to the death rattles, okay? We are going to put Kaladin on the board. He's not connected to anything yet. I want to connect him to the Oath Pact, but I'll wait till I get to the death rattles, alright? I'm gonna read some of these death rattles. He must pick it up, the fallen title, the tower, the crown, and the spear. So, we got a lot to unpack here. This death rattle doesn't have anything to do with Kaladin, but it does have to do with one of the other future heralds, Renarin Kholin. He must pick it up, the fallen title, the Oath Pact, which was broken, the tower, that is the symbol of House Kholin, the crown, the royal line in Alethkar, and the spear. He is a member of Bridge 4. We're going to connect Moloch, Unmade, to he must pick it up, the fallen title, the death rattle, and the Oath Pact. Renarin, pick up the fallen title, Oath Pact. Okay, you following? Next death rattle, also from Way of Kings. Light grows so distant, the storm never stops. I am broken, and all around me have died. I weep for the end of all things. He has won. He has beaten us. I believe that this is a death rattle from the perspective of the Stormfather. Stormfather on the board. I think that this death rattle is from the perspective of the Stormfather, but also more the cognitive shadow that resides within. The light grows distant can be life, because cognitive shadow, but it can also be Stormlight. We've also seen some potentially erratic behavior from the Stormfather. He might not be well, he could be broken as well. I also think that the Stormfather is going to become one of the heralds. Ooh. Before I go on to the next one in Words of Radiance, I just need a quick break. It's not good moss. Words of Radiance this time. So the night will reign, for the choice of honor is life, restored through valor. Now this one's really weird. Capital V Valor, restoring honor's life? Kinda weird. I don't think that the Shard Honor will be restored by the Shard Valor, but I do think Valor will have to be there to, pump some more juice into the Oath Pact. We've got a lot of connections here. The next death rattle, though, I think brings all of this together. Okay, it's from Words of Radiance. The Spear, the Impossible Child, the Traitor, the Burden of Light, Damnation, the Numbness, he falls at their feet. Well, let's break this one down real quick. The Spear. Kaladin Stormblessed. Let me put this on the board real quick. This is a big one, so we are going to put it up here. I've put it up on the board, right here. We've got a lot of space because we're going to need it. There's a lot of characters here. The Spear. Kaladin Stormblessed. The Impossible Child. Shalon Devar. If you know, you know. Shalon should not exist. Her existence inadvertently caused the most recent desolation, and out of guilt, it appears that she has decided to sacrifice herself to end it. The Traitor. Now, this could be a couple people. There's been a lot of betrayal in the Stormlight Archive, but I think when we think of a traitor, who is more of a traitor than Moash? That's right. Moash. The Traitor. The Burden anew. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. The Burden, the Bearer of Agonies, Taln, Oath Pact. Easy. The Light. This could mean a lot of things. I'm gonna skip over that for now because I don't think it's as important as the next line. Blinded by the numbness, he falls at their feet. In awe of what these two are doing, reforging the Oath Pact, it's redemption arc time, baby. Moash redemption arc. So let's get these guys lined up. Boom. There we go. We've got 5 of our heralds. Stormfather, Renarin Kholin, Kaladin Stormblessed, Shalon Devar, Moash Vyre. Now that's a lot, right? I also happen to think that Talm didn't get enough the first time, and so he's going to want to get in on round 2. That's just me spitballing here, though. There is one more death rattle that I think just seals the deal. Let me put Oath Pact Reforged on here real quick. And there we go. That is how I think the Stormlight Archive will end. With Kaladin, Moash, Shalon, Taln, Renarin, and the Stormfather and others reforging the Oath Pact. But I'm not done. I think there's one more death rattle that can give us a bit more information about the overall ending. I think this will be post-Lude. Kind of weird, seems really climactic, but I think this will be post-Lude just for symmetry. Let me read the next death rattle. It is going to blow your mind. Calamity befalls the realm, the night made manifest. Hearts of steel conquer the kings, masks in hand. In the fandom, people think that this death rattle refers to the true desolation. Calamity befalling the realm, night made manifest, hearts of steel, masks off. Could have something to do with, like, Southern Scadrian showing up, for all we know. But I think this is an indication of a Reckoner's crossover. Now, calamity is the first word in this sentence, right? Capital C, calamity. And we also know that some epics have the power to travel to alternate dimensions, different realms, right? Night falling? There's an epic that can bathe an entire city in a perpetual night. Hearts of Steel, Steelheart, need I say more? I think that Calamity from the Reckoner series is going to have a pivotal role in the back half, especially in Book 10. Let me put that on the board real quick. So this is how it ends. Post-Lude. Oath Pact restored. Moash redemption arc. Silladin is real. Gavinor Child Champion confirmed. Everyone returns to Crab. April Fools, like and subscribe. Bye.